EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. First carry now for David Montgomery. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
At the Vikings' 33-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense. And take it right on the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it. That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake the...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 76 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
The extra point.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The tackle made at the...
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Wims.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Danielle Hunter. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 49-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Vikings 21. Bears 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to throw again. And he completes it to Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Number 30.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over.
47-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
The game.
One
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Cairo Santos lining up for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Touchdown, defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
7-yard line.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Jump.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
86. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 30.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 55, Mike 55.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Try the toss play to Love. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
That is caught by Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Right.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him 1, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
2nd and 15. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check pass. Mike, 55. 19, Mike. 55.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Bears 21. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.